Night, everybody. Well, actually, good morning. I'm so sorry that I'm posting this live so late, but I really feel that it is something that needs to be talked about. It has a huge amount of urgency, and it just hits me like people don't really realize how urgent this is and how quickly it's happening and how it's going to affect their lives. So I'm going to share something in my screen. Okay. And it's just a little bit of information. So, as you all know, there are cuts being made pretty much across the board in all programs. But there are cuts to the program of Medicaid, not Medicare, Medicaid. They just lost $880 billion plus all of the layoffs and firings that are happening. Now, for people in the autism spectrum, losing a resource like Medicaid can be life threatening. Especially here in North Carolina, a lot of the people that are in the autism spectrum and lose Medicaid access can wind up institutionalized and most likely in places like nursing homes and even prisons and state facilities that might not be well regulated, that might be privatized, and you might not have the money to pay for them. The state could drastically reduce funding and even place more eligibility restriction, pretty much leaving autistic individuals and their families desperate for vital services. In North Carolina, one of the main things is the innovations waiver, which, thanks to everything that this government has done so far, has been pushed to a waiting list of 10 years. 10 years just to see if you can qualify and benefit from the innovations waiver. What is the innovations waiver, you ask? Well, let me get off of camera and give you a little bit of context. The innovations waiver pays for crucial services like behavioral therapy, hello, what I do, personal care, hi again, what I do, mental health treatment, and many other alternate therapies and approaches to help this community thrive and just be a productive part of society. And at the moment, all of these just feels like a threat to their existence. And not only their existence, you're affecting those of us that have the heart to take care of such a special community. Our checks are directly dependent on these waiver programs and Medicaid and Medicare, for example. So I promise you, if you don't have anybody with autism in your life, you at least have somebody that you love that either is a caregiver or is a direct victim of losing Medicaid funding. We cannot this allow to happen. We need to start advocating for the voiceless. Obviously, those of us that are caregivers, we can kind of advocate for themselves. But most of our patients can't. And especially in this area in North Carolina, being a red state, funding is very limited as it is. Services are incredibly limited as it is. And people are not really having a reaction to something so serious. And again, these are people's lives and their quality of life that this will affect. So I will urge you, please, to contact, if you're not in North Carolina, make sure you Google and contact your congressman, and your school board people, your senators, anybody. Do civil disobedience if you have the ability. Not only for the patients, but for the caregivers too. Most of us can't even afford a $300 emergency if we were to have one. And we are one illness or one crisis away from, God forbid, losing our jobs and being homeless. Because these programs is what pays for us to show up and give our best day in, day out. But we need you. We need you to be on board. We need you to support channels like mine. We need you to get out there with us and protest and just put people in their place. They're supposed to work for us. It is time that we remind them of that. Again, I urge you to call if you can daily, and if you can more than once a day, even better, to reach out to your representatives so they can start doing what they need to be doing. At the bottom, you're going to see the information and the phone numbers that you can reach to in order to make your voice heard. And I'm going to plug those in the description as well. As always, thank you for your time. You are all appreciated. And I am so excited to see that people are engaging because we need to build community. We need to help each other. We need to practice mutual aid. We need to create coalitions so we can help each other find resources, divide resources. Even things as simple as if you're buying something and it's like two for $5 or three for $5, buy the special and find somebody that's in need and gift them the other two products, or give the two products to your local food bank. Anything like that. This is the time to come together. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay united. Have a good night. Bye.